Parker baits, eh? Not just for carp. Fish and food, fish and fuel, that's what we need. That's why I'm now at McDonald's, get myself some breakfast. Now today, in this episode, obviously we're carp fishing again. Hello, you right? Thank you, all right, nice one, cheers. Right, we're carp fishing again. Going down to a new lake, never fished it before. Doing a day session, can't get night tickets on it, I can only get a day ticket for it. So, you know, I'm happy with that, to be honest with you. And yeah, like I say, it's going to be a different one. It's going to be a whole new experience. I've never even seen the lake before, so it's going to be a case of walking around lead, and I'll go through all that with you while we're doing it. But like I say, I'm here at the big Golden Arches, grabbing myself a bacon roll meal. Going to crack on, eat that on the way there, get there, and I'll see you when I'm at the lake. I'll take you through everything on this session, seeing if we can get the first fish out of a new lake. Boom. And just like that, I am down the lake. Was going to show you me leading up, etc, but me being me, I got down here. I was too excited. I did it all without forgetting to film it. Hey ho, it is what it is. But I've had a little journey around the lake. Come around here, it's an absolutely stunning lake. Like I say, I'm not going to say the name of it because people obviously will want to keep it sort of private. Those in the know will know, and those that know, as soon as I do this, you will know what lake this is. Now, I've settled on peg 9. Why have I settled on peg 9? Because I'm on the teeth of the wind. The wind is cutting across the lake into this area. It's getting stronger during the day. I think it's going to push the fish down to this area. Now in front of me, I've led it around. I've got a weed bed right in front of me. Probably goes out a couple of rod lengths. So if I hook any fish, you know, I'm going to have to hang over with the net, try and get them in, and then it sort of pitters out a little bit, and then the weed bed stops about 3 or 4 rod lengths out. And all I've done is, where that weed bed stops, literally it enters, it feels like maybe a silty, maybe slightly gravelly area. It's quite a smooth pull through and not many bobbles. And I've literally put boilies across in front of me, just on the edge of that weed bed. Left hand rod, OG fish, Parker baits, pop up on a split D rig, flicked out. It's literally on the edge of that weed with a little bag of pellets on it. Right hand side, yet again, exactly the same, except for that I've got a scent from Help up on that one, right on the edge of that weed bed. Literally, you're talking very close to that weed where the weed starts, right on the silt. So I'm hoping the fish are going to come along the edge of that weed and start feeding. Now, as you can see, I've got the rod tips up, keep it over the top of that weed, which it is. It's coming over the top, it's not going through the weed. I don't want to be fishing into the weed or with my line through the weed close in. Get a run, lift up, line's bowed down, caught in the weed. You get that slack line moment and also chance of losing the fish because you don't connect properly. But yeah, I'm excited. I know this is quite a hard water. I know there are some bloody big fish in it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm going to sit down, I'm going to chill out. Oh, also, on the bags, soak the bags in flat spot, Parker baits flat spot, Scopex flat spot. And I've rolled them in magic dust, and then I've covered them again in OG fish sauce, and I've rolled them back again in magic dust. 2 layers of magic dust. So it's a case of waiting now, sitting back, waiting to see what happens. I've seen no fish activity so far whatsoever. But like I say, look at this. I'm looking forward to being able to get a night ticket on here because I will be coming on here quite a bit. It is an absolutely stunning lake. And like I say, those in the know will know where it is. And if you don't know, you better get to know. Anyway, I am going to sit down, chill out, have a little bite to eat, and I'll come back to you in a little while, let you know how it's going on my first day on this new lake. Right, I've been here now about an hour, maybe a little bit longer. And that wind is really starting to get up. I was meant to be on a boat trip today, down south, coming out of Wallasey. I was meant to be going out targeting the tope, targeting the hounds. Been watching the weather building up. It's been building, and it's now gusting well, saying it's going to gust 30, 40 mile an hour winds. So as you can imagine, that got cancelled, which is why I'm here. But, oh, look at this. Can you see them? I don't know if you can. Just there. Mother duck and her little babies, 4 little babies swimming around with her. That is absolutely lovely. I love seeing that. Absolutely love it, but look at this. Oh, what a lake to be on. You know, if I don't get anything today, then I'm not too downhearted. It's the first time on it. You know, I'm going to have to get to know the lake. Like I say, I couldn't get a night ticket. I'm only on a day ticket only at the minute, but I will hopefully get a night ticket next year. Get a membership night ticket, which means I'll be able to come here and fish. Oh, if I had some bread, I'd be able to feed them. And luckily, it's fairly bloody deep in front of where I'm fishing. So, oh, here they come, look. So straight down. Obviously I've had more hens and coots over the top of my rods as well. They haven't been going down, which is nice to see. It means I'm well out, even though I'm close in, I'm well out the range of the coots and the moorhens, which means I'm not going to get absolutely battered by them, which I'm pretty happy about, to be honest with you. Something just rolled over there. But what a lake. What a lake. And check this out, yeah, because of the weather, the wind's picking up, it just started spitting. This peg, I've got no room at all in here to put up a shelter. So, not very carpy, I know. I'll stuck my brolly up instead. I'm underneath that. 1, is keeping me out of the wind, and 2, if the rain comes, it'll be coming from that direction, so I won't get wet either. Like I say, not very carpy, but sometimes you have to make do with what you got, and that is making do. But, oh, that's awesome. I love seeing little ducklings, little goslings, stuff like that. Nature is all part of fishing, that is why we do it. You know? Being at one with nature. Hard week at work, come out and absolutely decompress. Like I say, rods are out, it's a case of sitting and waiting now. I'll probably stay until about 4 o'clock today, to be honest with you. I'm not going to stay too long. Got stuff to do tonight, but I just wanted to get out and see if I could get something. But yeah, let's see. Let's see, you never know. There's a few people on the lake. I haven't had a wander around and chat to anyone. They're all bivvied up when I turned up this morning, so I don't know if anything's come out overnight. But eyeing up the swims, there's one right over there, which I think will be a lovely one to go in. It's surrounded by lilies. You've got willows hanging over the top as well, which to me just absolutely screams carp. But today, on the back of this wind, let's see what happens, you know. Well, I'm on the front of the wind, really. I'm on the teeth of it. It's coming right into me. So yeah, as the saying goes, the fish will follow the wind. Let's hope the fish will follow it down here. We'll see. We'll see. I'll come back in a little while. Well, that wind is picking up absolutely savage. It's starting to gust up to the 40 mile an hour that was predicted. I brought the old brolly down because that started to take off. No rain, I can sit in the wind, I'm not too bothered about that. But the fish are down here. In the last hour or so, I've seen a couple rolling on top. Right over my spots, there was a load of bubbles coming up, and then just behind my left-hand spot, one just came up, head out the water, and went back down. So they are here, which is always good to know. Just be nice to try and actually get one now, but we'll see. We'll see. You got to try it though, even in weather like this. Like I say, it's not raining, but it is windy, and the fish love it. They absolutely love it. That pressure's changed, it's settled off a little bit, and those fish will be on the feed. Really hot days are gone, which obviously, you know, they're not the greatest. Fish on top with them. But with a weather like this, it is perfect fishing weather. You know, like I say, them bubbles, I don't know whether they're carp, whether they're tench, but I've seen carp rolling, so I'm assuming there is carp down there grubbing about. But we'll see what happens. I'm starting to get peckish, so I'm going to have something to eat in a minute. Hopefully, either the next few frames or before the end of the video, I'll have my first carp out of this lake, but we'll see. We'll see. In the meantime, I'm just going to sit back, chill, and enjoy watching the lake. It's a lovely lake to fish. You've got bird life flying around. You've got the ducks on the water, the baby ducks, and it's very scenic. You know, it is very, very scenic. Like, it's not just like an empty pit. It is, you know, natural. There's lilies over the far side. You've got overhanging trees. You've got your weed beds. You know, this is my sort of lake. So, right, let's see what happens. Let's see if we can get a fish. Well, it's not very often you get this coming in your swim. Look at this. Got some little mates. Well, it's not very often you get this. Look how close these are. They're just moseying around, having a little feed. Oh, that's fantastic. Look at them, eh? How cute is that? Bless their little hearts. Bless them. Still no fish though. That mother duck's looking at me like, what the heck are you doing? Oh. Bless their little hearts. Well, it's getting windy. It's a bit of an understatement. I know they said it was going to be gusting up to 40 mile an hour, and it's hit pretty rapidly, to be honest with you. Take a look at this. It's gusting absolutely crazy wind speeds. And just as I put the camera on, the gusts seem to stop. The worrying thing is, all around me, I can hear trees cracking. But the trees around me don't look dead, they look pretty healthy, so I think it could just be little branches on the top, to be honest with you. Just scattered some more boilies out. Parker Baits OG fish, 14 mil. Crumpled a load up in my hand. Scattered a load out on both rods, left and right. No fish, I haven't seen any fish come out today. You know, there's a few people fishing around here. No fish have come out yet. So I'm just sitting here chilling, relaxing, enjoying the wind. Nah, it's all right, it's nice. It is nice. Like I say, this lake, I'm going to crack this lake. I am going to crack it. First session here. I'll be doing more sessions on this lake. There's another one as well, which contains some very good fish, which I'll be hitting as well. Like I say, only on day sessions at the minute. Just to, you know, learn them. And then when I get my night tickets, I'll be making little notes of every sort of swim I fish during the day. And then hopefully if I get a night ticket for this club, syndicate, whatever you want to call it, then I'll have more information in my head to be able to fish there overnight. I mean, I'd love to be here tonight. I think with this wind kicking up like this tonight, the close in where I'm fishing, there's a bloke just dropped in next door. He's fishing fairly close in as well. I think it'll fish its tits off down here tonight. I really do. I think all the fish will be pushed down here. And also, just a quick one. As I come in today, met some bloke, said, I know you from YouTube. So if you're watching this video, mate, hello, and I hope you did very well on the smaller lake on the complex here. So I know you were jumping on there. I think you said you were going on there with a waggler. So I hope you got some fish. This wind. It's so windy. But you got to be in it to win it. And I'm definitely in it. Am I going to win it? Who knows? Those rods could go at any second. That's all that matters. But anyway, I'm going to chill out, sit back, and I'll come back to you in a little while, let you know what's going on. What can I say? This wind is getting absolutely insane. It's starting to make me question my choices of life today, to be honest with you. It's died off now for a second, but a little while ago, I'll tell you something, that was hossing across this lake. The trees were bent over, and it's just, yeah, very windy, very windy. But still haven't had a fish. The lake's starting to get some waves on it, starting to look a little bit like the ocean, to be honest with you. They're lapping at the shore. But it's so carpy. So carpy, it really is. It's annoying that I haven't got a night ticket, like I said earlier, because I would love to be on here tonight, because I really do reckon it's going to fish so well. Here we go again. bit of weed getting blown across the lake, getting caught on the lines. But it's just so windy. It's just crazy. Like I say, there's a couple of branches fell off behind me now, which is that's a little bit scary when you hear cracking and then you hear something falling down and thudding behind you. Not to the point where I'm going to have to leave yet, but I ain't going to stay long anyway, to be honest with you. What's the time now? 2 o'clock. 2 hours. I'll leave it at 3 o'clock because I've got to go and do things, like I say. But it's just nice to break the ice on the lake. Come down here. I'm watching other people casting in different swims, watching where they're sort of spomming out to, you know, so you get a rough idea of that swim, whereabouts they're fishing. Come out here, roughly find their spots. It's a bit naughty, but it's the way to do it, isn't it? You watch everyone else. At the end of the day, you don't go to a lake and sit there and be ignorant and think, well, I'm going to find all this out for myself. You watch everyone else, see what they're doing. You know, a lot of these people have been on here a lot of years. And you watch what they're doing, you learn from people, you know. Never be so ignorant as to not learn. Never be ignorant. You can learn a lot by watching the lake, watching what other anglers are doing. But me, I still haven't had one from this close in, but like I say, it will produce fish at some point, you know, maybe not today, but on a night session, I reckon, put the bait down, fish where you are. Like I say, you've got a weed bed and it literally drops off and I'm fishing right in front of that. You know, it is a fishy spot. It really is a fishy spot. You just know from watercraft and stuff like that, you know that the fish will patrol along there at some point. But yeah, I'm going to give it another couple of hours, like I say. Sorry, there's not much to report yet on the way of fish, which is a shame, but it is what it is. You can't expect, like I say, to go somewhere and catch first time. Otherwise, that wouldn't be fishing, would it? And the more fun is, the fun of the fishing is you go to these lakes and you learn the lakes and then you start getting the fish and you reap your rewards. I've got an armada of ducks now coming towards me. I don't know why. There's like a flotilla of ducks coming across the lake. Probably getting blown across, to be honest with you. They probably can't do much else rather than sit on the wind and just get blown across. But right, I'm going to sit back, chill out. 2 more hours, see if I can get something out. I'll come back to you soon, just let you know what's going on, give you a sit rep and just see if there's a fish in the net. Well, 1 hour to go and not a lot to report at all. It's on the fishing front, it's dead. On the wind front, it's absolutely alive. It's absolutely crazy. Beautiful day, don't get me wrong, you know, the sun's shining down, but this wind, it's an absolute screamer of a day, you know. I think it's gusted up to 50 from what I just looked. The wind has increased. But like I say, an hour to go. Still hedging my bets on these 2 spots. Haven't reeled in, haven't done anything like that. Confident in the rigs, confident in the way I'm fishing. I've just scattered a few more boilies over where I was fishing and I have seen fish coming out down this area, you know. Between me and next door there is fish coming out, as in up on the top. Haven't seen anything caught. Haven't heard any alarms going off, you know. But tonight would be the one. Tonight really would be the one. I think this will fish absolutely fantastically tonight. But hey ho, haven't got a night ticket. Is what it is. Just have to go with it. Like I say, learn these places during the day. But 1 hour left to go to see if I can get a fish. I'm going to hunker down so I don't get blown away, because that wind is still going up. It's getting that windy that the spray is just blowing off the top of the water and I'm getting wet from the blooming spray from the lake. Insane, insane. But anyway, like I say, hour to go. I'll come back to you in a little while and I'll let you know what's going on before I go. Well, my little mates are back. They absolutely love the OG fish. Look at them. Honestly, I start crumbling it up and they just come run over. They're like little puppies waiting for blooming food. Bless their little hearts. It's not something you get every day when you're down the lake, is it? Ham feeding ducklings. Oh, bless them. They absolutely love it. Parker baits, eh? Not just for carp. Bless their little hearts. Go on. Get out there, go on. Come on. There you go. Well, I'm going to pack up in a minute. I'm going to let these little blighters have their feed because I don't really want to scare them off while they're eating. And then once they're done, I'm going to pack up and go home. So I'll come back to you just before I go and obviously let you know what's going on. Right, that is me done for today. This wind is going absolutely insane. It is absolutely crazy down here. My car's starting to get covered in twigs and branches, so I'm getting out of here before some serious damage happens to either me or my car. Please like, share, subscribe, etc, etc. I'm getting out of here before I get smacked on the head by a stick. See you later. I'll see you by the water very soon.